Hello, hello everyone. Hello. So, all right. So it's Sunday evening, 8 o'clock, and I'm back. Like as you know, every Sunday, 8 p.m., I go live with my fellow colleague and friend, Nad. Hello, hi. So I go live with my fellow colleague and friend Nadia Aslam, who joins me all the way from one sec. I think Nadia is trying to join. And what happened? Let me see. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'm just trying to show. There is some problem with Nadia. Why can't she join? All right. She can. So it's Sunday evening, 8 o'clock, and every Sunday at 8 p.m., I go live with my friend and fellow coach, Nadia Aslam, all the way from Saudi. So I'm Nupur Batwal, and Madam is Nadia Aslam from Saudi.
How are you?
So as you know, for past, I'm fine, good, Nadia, good, hello. We have been going live every Sunday, covering a lot of topics and a lot of really heavy stuff, which has been coming from all of you. Like you've been suggesting us the topics, you've been sending us the questions, and we have been trying our best to answer or to help you with all the questions which you have sent us. Now, before we move forward, I'm sure my friend is like, she is all super excited because as I told you last time, there's a surprise coming up on 30th of September. We said save the date, and we still say save the date because 30th September is something which we are coming up with, and all the details are there in the bio. So all you need to do is just go register yourself and do join us on 30th. What's the time, Nadia? Can you just tell the people time? Hi, Ruchi. Thank you so much for joining.
Hi, Ruchi. Hi, Swapnil. Thank you for joining, guys. Thank you. Lovely, great. Really excited, Nupur.
Thank you.
We're very close to the date. We're very close to
Yes.
something
So,
good.
can you just tell the timing? What are the timings?
So the timing is, guys, the masterclass, the art of focus, something that we all need. Okay, the timing is 30th
Yes.
September. Okay, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. IST. All right.
Yes.
6 to 8.
6 to 8 p.m. IST. Yeah. So do join, do register yourself, and the bio is the registration link is in the bio. So do join us. Okay. So moving forward, like last Sunday we were talking about procrastination again as per your demand. Okay, and we could not cover all the questions which we had got. So we are going to cover all those questions which were unanswered in the last session. Right, Nadia? So, yes, Ruchi is writing something. So, can you just read, Nadia, if you're getting more questions?
Let me
You could just read quickly. There's some network.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, blocking my calendar. Thank you so much, Ruchi. Yes, you love the session. We people out there.
Okay, there's some network issue also happening.
Hi, Tanya. Hi, Nutan. Thank you for joining. So,
hello,
what do we have?
hi, all of you.
Do we have any questions? Just trying to read questions.
Yes, we will quickly start with all the questions which we got. So before we move on to the questions, Nadia, could you just speak few lines on procrastination? Though we have spoken a lot in our last session, but as I told you, we could not address all the questions which we got. So we are going to pick up those questions which were unanswered.
All right.
Okay.
So let's.
So hello, hi. I see more people. So could you
Yes.
just keep saying,
Absolutely.
Nadia?
Sure. So,
Yeah,
guys,
Nadia, I
we're
think there's
talking.
some network issue at your end. I'll quickly
I'm all
read the
right.
questions which we have.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Carry on.
Great. Lovely.
All right. So, Nadia, the first question is that you remember last time we could not answer this. What is the root cause of procrastination and how do we overcome it? Okay.
I
So,
think we.
uh,
Yeah. Go ahead. Yes. Nupur.
yes, carry on.
No.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see that if we had any questions from last session. Yeah. I
Yeah,
just checked.
this was one question which we did not answer because of uh, lack of time. Yeah.
Right.
So we will start with this so that whoever wanted to, though I don't see him, he hasn't joined, but this question was from him. So if you could just take this question, what is the root cause of procrastination and how do we overcome it?
Very
So
true.
like we spoke last time, we spoke a lot about procrastination. So the first thing, since we are talking about the uh, root cause is always, your little self-esteem, you know,
Very true.
and it all boils down to your mindset, whatever said and done, and your self-talk, because that self-talk of fear of failure, all right, I'll do it tomorrow. Because why you're postponing it? Because of various reasons. Okay. And the biggest reason is fear of failure. Because you really need, like we spoke at length, we have spoken about mindset for I think 5 weeks non-stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you see, everything is interconnected. Everything goes back to your mindset. Yeah. So, Nadia, over to you. Sorry, I just
No.
jumped into it.
I
Carry
think
on. This
what
question is
rightly
for
said.
you. Yeah.
No, absolutely not. I think rightly said. Really failure. I mean, the fear about failure. So we try to avoid it. So I think that's definitely there, and the reasons why we fear are, those
Hello,
repeat things.
Rosarica. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Um,
Yes.
I
Yes.
I think I think we feel a tendency of we feel that we'll be validated somewhere. That's something. It's one trigger point, and this
True.
I don't know if you face that. When we do something, we also naturally, it's a natural tendency, we seek validation, and when we know we are going to
True.
get it, it's something, it's very worrisome, and that's when we start to avoid many things what we shouldn't be doing. So rightly said,
True.
what we feed our mind, and especially avoidance, especially fear of we being judged, we being validated that you did right this way or that way. So we try to avert the task. So these are the
True.
main seedings. And I think of course some people also have lack of conviction. They're not sure, they want to be perfect, and that's the one of the main causes I see in most of us individuals who are doing our daily jobs very regularly, very normally. But then even individuals like us, we procrastinate because of lack of perfection. Like, is our deliverables going to be right? Because so that's one thing. And of course, so most of us, what, yes, Nupur, tell.
Also, I would like to add here, a lack of fear, like you have this conviction problem that you're not very confident that you're going to succeed. Also, I personally feel that wherever you're lacking in planning, you will always try to postpone it. So planning is very, very important. That you have to organize and plan whatever activity you're taking. Otherwise, you'll keep postponing it. Yeah.
Right.
So my next question is extremely interesting, coming from some person called Sunita. That isn't procrastination just a fancy word for laziness? Amazing. Whoever has
Yeah,
sent this.
mostly.
Yeah, seriously. Because that's, I personally feel the people who cannot take action, or if they sit on something, like in our in our workplace also, we used to see people used to, because I come from corporate, and there were a lot of cross functional works which needs to be done and approved. So people would sit on your mail for 2 days, 3 days, and you just don't understand. Like, if there is any, if you want any clarity, just pick up the call and uh, talk to the person, or send a mail if you need more information, more clarity,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But they would not do that. They would like to sit over it. So that's another way of looking at things. So, Nadia, would you like to
Yeah,
add something here?
I want to add,
Yeah.
this is one way we don't define our goals. When our goals are not clear, when we don't have that clarity, Nupur, you see all
True.
these issues. So that's one point we really need to work on that. And it should be on the micro level. You should start working on those little levels. And I think that's when, once you have clarity and you really know the importances, you're going to buck up. So, yeah.
Very, very important. That's very important. And you also know that you are postponing a few things. And what happens is, at the end of the day, your job list, it becomes a big mountain,
Yeah.
because you're just thinking, you're postponing it, you are overthinking about it. So it keeps adding to your job list. So again, it goes back to your mindset, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
anything else you would like to add? Because I see another very interesting question.
Yeah. Actually, for some reason, I think my internet today is a little fluctuating. I don't know what's wrong with it.
That's okay. That's
But
the
yeah,
challenge of technology.
yeah.
Yeah,
Some days are like
they have
unavoidable.
to be. Yeah, yes, this is something which we all have to bear with it.
Yeah.
So I will move to our next question, because I'll tell you, my viewers, that both of us are so excited for 30th, that
And
we I would request all of you to please join. Yeah. And I'm sure Nadia, you've put the details in your bio, right?
yes, so
Yes.
guys,
So
please check the bio,
do,
and we've got
yeah.
some,
So do
lot of
join, do join. It's quite an interesting thing which we are planning, and I'm sure you'll get a lot of answers. A lot of questions which you will get answered in that session. So anyway, moving to another question, it is, how bad can depression become from habitual procrastination? Because we spoke that procrastination is not a one thing. It's not one time. It gets into a habit. Okay, Preeti, thank you. Looking forward to the event. Thank you. Sure, do join. So it is, it becomes a habit. And at the end of the day, like we said, that it starts with your mindset, and then it becomes a habit. Because there are a lot of things which goes into this. And like, when we are talking about depression, coming from, there is a saying, when you feel, you reach a stage where you feel very helpless, there's a sense of hopelessness. And you reach that stage because what you have done is, whatever was supposed to be done today, you've just postponed it for tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Okay. And then you get overwhelmed with all the job list which you see. Okay? So overthinking is a good place to visit. We all procrastinate, and we must, because anything, you just should not jump into anything. It needs certain overthinking, but don't spend too much time there. Don't stay there. You need to know when to pull out. Okay. And there are certain areas of your life where action is required immediately, and there are certain things where you can still wait, you can put it on hold. So you need to know the difference between these two. Yeah. So Nadia, would you like to add more on this depression thing?
I myself tell, procrastination is a very common disease we have as individually, you like it or not, because what happens is more we procrastinate, we are guilty, we don't get results, right? So you're procrastinating on all the petty jobs, you definitely feel guilty because you've not achieved it. So that's like a hollow, you see the mirror. And
Thank you, Ruchi. Thank you. She finds that we are right, bang on. Thank you. Yeah.
So the more we procrastinate, the more guilty we feel. So if you avoided 5 jobs, which you could have done easily, you've kept it out for whatever reasons, you've just not done it, that definitely, that guilt will lead you to depression someday or the other, and that's being, it's, you like it or not, the word is called failure. So I would really, urge that we, it's a big enemy we create for ourselves. So the sooner we
get out of it. Yeah. So Nadia is facing some internet issue.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, she's back. Yeah, carry on, Nadia.
So did I don't know if I was stuck, what happened, but what I meant
you can, you were stuck, so you can repeat.
Okay, what I meant was, Nupur, what we do is we keep on procrastinating on everything, and then our job is not done. So, the more we procrastinate, the more guilty we become. And this feeling of guilty feels very hollow. That definitely puts you to procrastinate, puts you to depression, you like it or not, It's a disease we create for ourselves. So you become an enemy of your own self in a way, that's like you're inviting come failure, right? Me, don't do that. Just see where you are. When you try to avoid the type of task, question yourself, why are you doing, for what are the effects? I always tell my clients that be aware when you don't do your task and you leave it behind. You should have a really nice reason, and if you don't have a reason, then you're procrastinating, you're really damaging yourself. And just at least set a target, have a nice goal for yourself.
Very true. You need to introspect, because there's always an underlying reason why you're procrastinating, why you're postponing, and you know best.
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right. So our next question is another very interesting question. Just keep an eye if we are getting any questions
Actually,
here on the screen.
I'm not able to see for some reason. I don't know why, but
okay.
I think I've gone some.
Okay, I can read. Ruchi says that overthinking is a problem I suffer from. Okay. So I hope you get your answers, Ruchi. So now the next question is, what are the dangers of, all right. Hi, Nishita. Yeah. Yes. Hello. Thanks for joining. So what are the dangers of procrastination? Okay. So what happens when you procrastinate too much? So, procrastination in general is always seen as a very negative thing, like it's always associated with that you cannot take a decision, which is a fact. Why do you spend so much of time in overthinking? Because there is a problem with you. You are too scared to take any decision. Because trust me, guys, decision making needs a lot of courage and which we have spoken in our last session also. So it needs mental strength. Whether it's a good decision or bad decision, any decision which you take needs a lot of courage and grit, you know. So you need to understand that this is one of the underlying reasons, your self-esteem and your decision-making power. Now, what are the dangers? Like I said, it is always seen, like procrastination is seen as in a negative way, you know, that it is associated with your low self-esteem, it is associated with your mindsets. Obviously, mindset is there. It is also associated with your lazy nature, you know,
Yeah,
because a lot of people use procrastination as an excuse to not do things, you know, which is, what to say? It's a good excuse that I'm still thinking, कल करूंगा, अभी सोच रहा हूँ. So you must have heard all these things. Now, what happens is when you spend too much time in this phase, it impacts your self-esteem further. So you dip into lower self-esteem. As I said, poor decision making is another thing, you know, and obviously you will not meet your goals, which will create more frustration, which will lead to your lower state, and like the question we were taking, whether it leads to depression. Yes, it can,
absolutely.
because you're not achieving your goals, you're not planning it, you're not taking any action.
You're
So
playing.
when we are talking about the dangers, these are the dangers that will come up. You know, when you are unable to achieve your goal, it will lead to your feeling very low feeling, and which will lead to, again, like, which will transform into your low self-esteem, and you will end up comparing others without looking at yourself and thinking that it's you who's not moving forward. It's you who's spending so much of time on that particular subject. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I want to
So
add to what
yeah,
Ruchi
carry
said.
on, Nadia.
There are some places where overthinking is okay, it's required maybe, but also there are some
Yeah,
places, you do it today because tomorrow will be today tomorrow, if that makes sense to her, you know, because what
yeah,
is important, Ruchi, is you know try to eliminate what will be the out, what will be your results, and how, is it beneficial, just this is particularly for Ruchi, so do it today, things what you can do today, because tomorrow will be today tomorrow. So maybe so I would say start with the process of elimination and make some adjustments, and at least you are procrastinating. That is a way, I've been there. I know what she's trying to tell, maybe not totally, but a little idea, because I've been in the same place. But yeah, start doing the little things which you can do today, if that makes sense. Yeah. So
that's a very, very important point which you have made. You know, if you finish your day's job today itself, it will not, you'll never have a big pile on. Okay. So
yeah,
if you don't, then you, at the end of the day, you see a big pile of lot of unattended jobs, and it has been created by you, right?
yeah,
So, a life of a procrastinator is not a good life, let me tell you. No,
yeah.
it's
It's
little
don't,
risky. Like we have
live
spoken
the
about
living in.
all those things that can happen, yeah. So, which will further bring you down in a low state, right? Now, there are advantages also, okay? So there are advantages of also to procrastination. What happened,
All
Nadia?
of us will love it. I mean, when you tell
Yes,
me,
yes,
everybody,
yes,
we've all been there, why lie? We all procrastinate.
yes.
Why lie?
We all do.
Yeah,
Yeah, like we have been saying this, that nobody can say that I don't procrastinate.
yeah,
We all do.
yeah,
But as I said, go there for a while. Be a visitor. Don't make yourself comfortable there. Okay.
yeah,
The moment you make yourself comfortable in that place, your life will have a lot of issues. in every area, trust me, in every area. So we will talk about some advantages also, you know. So it's usually like it's always seen as a negative thing, but who has joined? Let me say hello.
Yeah, I'm not able to see from my end, but I did try to if yeah,
All right,
yeah,
that's okay. That's
yes,
all right. Anyway, so we were talking about what are the advantages. So there are some advantages also, though you know, we should not even entertain those advantages, but there are some like my friend is giggling like anything. She's so
I
happy.
told
Oh my God, finally advantages of
it
procrastination,
feels
right?
really good because being at
Yes.
I've been a procrastinator and getting out of it. I've learned the tricks of doing what to do, and I've understood my triggers. So when you read out that question, that advantages, I sometimes say these to myself, Nupur. So, and especially this one quote by Bill Gates is that he likes to recruit lazy people because they find the way quicker. So I quoted this to my spouse, and I told him, this is what he said. I, just putting myself in spotlight really, but yeah, it kind of sometimes it feels nice, but that's not what we have to give away, and but sometimes it just does feel nice. Let's see what results are, and you can see it for later. So
Yes.
yeah.
So procrastination, if you do it in the right way, like I said, any decision making has, you should not jump into it. It needs certain overthinking. Okay, do that, but don't spend too much time.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, while I was going through this procrastination thing, Nadia, there is a philosopher from Stanford. He's written a book, Positive Procrastination.
I need to buy that one.
So, yes,
Yeah.
because what he says is
So,
in that book that procrastination has
yeah.
to be in a structured way. Okay, it needs to have a proper structure. So even if you're procrastinating, like even if you're overthinking, put a structure there. So this is like asking too much from you, you know. So you might as well not go there, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
why are you procrastinating? Because you're running away from a structure and a plan and all that. You're just postponing it. कि कल कर लेंगे, कल कर लेंगे. Now, to overthink also, if somebody is asking you to put a structure, then you will think about it that I might as well go ahead and do my job, right?
Yes.
So
I want
that's a very interesting thing which I read.
Right. And I want to add one point, Nupur. This
Yeah.
For people who really work well under pressure, that can add value to them.
Hmm.
And your
They work
value
well
system.
under pressure.
You work under well. I'm stuck,
Today,
or
Nadia's network is really bad.
so I
Yeah.
have no
So you
idea
need
what.
to just repeat yourself, Nadia.
What I meant is, individuals who work very well under pressure, procrastination does a good job for them because I think, their intelligence or the way they think, it really works well. It opens up spaces in their mind. So that's something I would say only that's a place where I say you can procrastinate, and if you can get some good results, hey, why not? But don't waste your time because you're killing, your energy. You're taking away places where you can succeed or achieve. So, but I still stick to not procrastinating. My views on that.
Good. So very nice. So I will, since my friend has already declared that she is a procrastinator, yeah. So I might as well add few advantages more, because let me tell you, procrastination is linked with higher creativity also, right? So I don't know, like people who are extremely creative, they also dwell into overthinking. You will see all the creative people, whether they are painters, writers, philosophers, they all dwell into procrastination.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not that they can't take a decision or they are low on self-esteem, but for them it's a very structured procrastination because uh, you know uh, yesterday I heard a very interesting term that is called knowledge curse. You know, so it's extremely interesting word. What happens is all those people who are accomplished, who are highly qualified and all, they always take time into jumping into anything, you know. So because they always feel they have so many reasons, like look at Hosh, the way she's giggling. Yes, yes, all the compliments are going to you, Nadia. Yeah.
Remembering something and I couldn't stop myself,
And
but
and when she said that they work more efficiently under pressure, so what happens is they because they've lost a lot of time in thinking, then they have to move faster, okay, and work faster and come up with results which they have been like whatever the goals have been. So this is a very funny advantage. So whoever wants to spend more time in procrastination, they can. This is the takeaway for them that when they get out of that phase, they will be able to wrap up the things in a more efficient and a more faster way and more smarter. Like they work smarter. Yeah. So all those things come up. Right. So anything, Nadia, you would like to add because advantages is something which should come from you since you have already declared yourself as a procrastinator. Yeah,
absolutely. I something I really want to share, Nupur. Procrastination is like a
yeah,
credit card. It's a lot of fun until you get the bill.
yes.
So ensure
Wow,
what kind of
wow.
bill you want to pay. So because you're going to pay time,
Yes, yes.
either you're going to chuck it in the bin or you're going to you're going to rise high. So use
Hmm.
it very carefully.
True. Very true. Very true. And also, guys, like too much of overthinking will lead to like analysis paralysis. So don't spend too much time there, right? So anything else you would like to add, Nadia, or we can
And
just,
if you
it's,
if you've seen questions coming up, then we can take up, or otherwise
I don't
we've done with
see
our
any
time. Run
question.
our time,
Yeah,
guys. Yeah,
yeah.
it's 6 here.
No, I don't see. There was only one question from Ruchi, which you have already answered. So, all right, before we wrap up the session, I would request all of you to do join us on 30th of September for a masterclass on which is from
Don't
6 to 8
forget,
p.m.
yeah,
And
for
all the,
registrations.
yes, don't
Registration.
forget to register yourself, and all the details are there in the bio. So go ahead and register yourself and do join us on 30th. Okay, that is India time is 6 to 8, and your time is Nadia. What time?
My time over here is 3:30. It starts.
Thank you, Ruchi. She says loved it. Thank you both. It was a great session. Okay, thank you so much,
Thank you,
Ruchi.
guys. That means a lot.
Thank,
So we really
thank you
look
so much.
forward to your registrations.
Yes, so
So
we
yeah,
look forward for all of you to join us for our session on 30th. That is a masterclass. Now, for next Sunday, do send us all the topics you want us to cover because we pick up the topics sent by you. So do send and please let the questions like coming our way. So it will keep us on our toes and we will. Thank you so much, Jinder. Yeah, so lovely comments are coming. I think this is the effect of Nadia's giggling, yeah, and claiming herself to be a procrastinator today.
absolutely.
So,
I'm now worldwide
yes,
procrastinate pro. You've declared
yes,
me, haven't you?
yes, you're declared procrastinator. All right, so see
I know
you
the tricks.
all.
I know the tricks to get out though. So if you want to find out tricks to not procrastinate, send in some DMs and message us. All right.
Yes,
So
yes,
see you
do that.
guys.
Yeah. See you guys on 30th. and it was a pleasure interacting with all of you. Thank you so much. All right.
Take care. See you, Nupur. Have a good day.
You too.